All right, welcome back, everybody. We are going on to the finals. Oh, wait, that's not what it says. Hold on. All right, wait.
What?
Finals. Yes. Okay, it's fixed. Okay, done. Good. Sorry.
We have a slight emergency overlay situation, everybody.
Okay, whew, done. Good. Mad versus Zero. A TVZ. I think it's TVZ. Yes, it's a TVZ finals. Which is awesome. We get to see more TVZ. It's an awesome matchup. And really hoping Mad can show us some more amazing creative games. He's going to get to play on Destination again.
It's gonna be good. I'm really interested to see, in fact, what Zero does here, because I've seen Mad take down so many good players, and that last set of games was just kind of confirmation to me that he can do it in a competitive field. So what Zero is going to bring out, I think, is what's going to be the key. I'm sure Mad's going to do something wild and tactical, but is Zero equal to it? That's the only question we need to ask, really.
Yeah, it's quite funny because, I mean, Zero obviously destroyed Brain Toss in the other semifinals, so he's definitely looking on form, and but I don't know if he's necessarily that kind of creative level that Matt has shown. As you said, not sure if he can be equal to it. I wonder if he might try some kind of sneaky 9-pulls or something to just try and throw Matt off, not let him play his own game. That might be the best way to approach it, in fact.
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing too. I kind of suspect that, but I'm ready to go into the game. Very, very excited to see it.
All right, here we go then. Game number 1 on Destination. Alright, here we go. Game number 1 at the 6 o'clock position as the Peach. Whoa, I'm crazy. Peach Terran, we have Mad Abs. At the 12 o'clock position as the Orange Zerg, we have Zero. And, oh, by the way, guys, these games, the finals is apparently not even over. These games are actually currently in progress. So, obviously, we're casting on a slight delay with replays, but, yeah, the series isn't even over yet. And you're muted, Elegant.
Oh, I'm muted. Oh dear.
Hey,
Sorry.
there you go.
Oopsie. Yeah, that's quite
Nice.
funny, because I actually just messaged Mad saying, "Oh, great games versus Modesty. I hope you're watching the finals." I guess he won't be watching them right now. I
Yep.
hope not. Anyway, but wow, these guys must be really going at it. But what will we see? What craziness are we going to see in game 1? Mad Abs sending out an SCV, making up a supply depot as well. Are we going to possibly see a forward Rax?
I guess. I mean, it could potentially just be for an engineering bay block again, just to make sure it gets off against a 12 hatch. But it does seem quite early for that, doesn't it? Oh, did it get spotted by the Overlord?
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Curious. Yeah, this is very interesting. Maybe it's like some kind of weird hidden proxy.
Possibly,
Or-
but he's not gonna. Yeah, there we go. He's just going for the
Okay.
engineering block, I think. Looks
Okay.
like it.
Yeah.
And he's called it fairly well. He's going to be facing down against a 12 hatch. In theory only, it looks like he should be able to do a fairly decent job of blocking whatever Zero wants to do. And I would expect him to throw down the engineering base sometime fairly soon as well. There you go.
Boom. Oh, and look at this. Completely different response from Zero compared to Modesty. Modesty delayed until he had 700 minerals. Zero doesn't care. Instantly off location hatchery. He's just planning to go 3-hatch anyway, so he doesn't want to delay the hatchery too much. And it's not as huge a deal if he's going 3-hatch. He can just plant the next hatchery in the correct location after he gets some Zerglings out. It's still kind of annoying, obviously, but it's not the end of the world. And Mad following up with a gas. It's looking very much like... Oh, gets a moving shot? No. But yeah, Matt is basically doing the exact same opening he did in that game against Zero. Or sorry, against Modesty.
Zero almost managing to catch the SCV out there, and I'm sure he's going to catch it at some point. Boom, there we go.
Nice.
Zero managed to keep well on top of the micro. and already we're starting to see some discrepancy between the play of Zero and Modesty. Zero just seeming that bit more confident so far. Engineering Bay has quite a lot of health on it. It's going to take a long time for a drone to pose any kind of danger to it. But the Lings are probably going to be out before that really
Marine
passes.
is taking some shots.
Yeah, the Marine's having a good go at that Overlord. It's definitely not going to be able to catch it though. The Overlord's going to be able to make it over the relative safety of the cliff. Although it seems to be going at it for quite a long time. I was expecting it to go into the dark in a second, but I guess it's not happening. Engineering Bay finally getting cancelled out as the first hatchery from Zero comes out. So you can really see how long that Engineering Bay can delay a Zerg opponent for. It really is very, very significant.
And we do have the factory on the way now. Elegance definitely seeing some shenanigans from Mad. He did actually take. Oh my god, is that a Marine coming down? Oh my god, he's hunting that Overlord. He wants it. He wants it. I don't think he's gonna get it though. Is he gonna get it?
Maybe. He's gonna have to. Where's he gonna go?
He's got a Marine coming the other side. Can he see up here
over
though?
the ridge.
He can't see. Oh, he can.
He can.
Can he?
Yes. He
oh
can.
my god! No way!
No
No way!
Will it make it? Oh! Hey.
He gets it! He gets it! Oh
Good.
my god, a flash-like maneuver. He's probably gonna lose this Marine, but who cares? He killed an Overlord! Like a boss!
Going
Oh,
Overlord
man.
hunting. That is awesome. And
Zero
now he's
must
pulling
be
his Marine
so
back.
mad right now. I would
love
be
that.
unbelievably angry if I was Zero.
And he's pulling the Marine back to the ramp. He's not even going to try and pull it around, so he's going to be able to defend it with the Vulture at the top of the ramp. If that Ling goes close
Wow.
enough, will he do it? Go on, I dare you. No. Is he still looking for the Marine?
Maybe he lost it. Maybe he doesn't know where it went. Look, he's looking for it. He doesn't know where it is. It's gonna live.
It's actually going to survive. That's too cool. Too cool from Mad right there. And he's sending out his first Vulture now as well. Wondering if he's going to do any kind of run-by attempt. It's possible if he goes over the left-hand side bridge, maybe to get some kind of run-by in. Two Lings blocking very sensibly on the near side bridge. It looks like Mad's not too interested. That Vulture doing a little bit of running around action. Not quite sure exactly what its plan is, but I'm sure it has a grand plan in the works. We already have a Wraith in, so yes, we are most likely going to be seeing a dropship here as well in the very near future.
Yep, Mad doing everything exactly as he did against Modesty, except he also got the Overlord. But
Yeah.
the thing is here that Zero, as we can see, completely different reaction. He went straight for the lair. He's getting his Spire now. No silly Hydra shenanigans from him. He's going to have the lair tech that he needs to help deal with whatever comes his way. So, even if he gets a few Hydras to defend early on, he can, later on make them into Lurkers. He can go Spire. Anyway, he's in fact getting his Spire, so he can go Mutas. He has all the tech he needs compared to Modesty, who didn't. So I think Zero is already in a much better position right now, despite losing the Overlord. He's actually still supply blocked somehow.
Yeah, that's interesting.
How did that happen?
Oh no, the Wraith.
Oh,
just
the
got
Wraith.
Overlord.
Okay.
Yeah. It's still supply blocked. That'd be serious. Looks like the Wraith might catch another Overlord because, of course, Scourge is still a little way away. Will he see the Overlord? Yeah, he's going to see the Overlord. Yeah, he's definitely going to see it. Mad catching out that Overlord, and this is going to leave Zero supply blocked for a little while still. If he does, in fact, manage to get that Overlord, yeah, he's going to go back for it. I'm absolutely sure it's worth taking a Hydra hit. Just managing to get it.
By the way, this Marine has actually walked all the way around and is now alive.
Look at it go. It's gonna get back to a hero's welcome.
Oh man,
That's awesome.
You are a boss, Marine. Yeah, go tell your friends. Look at the two other Marines on the inside coming out like, oh my god, dude, I can't believe you did that. You're so cool. Look at them, they're all huddling. They're like, tell us the story, Marine. Tell us how you owned that Overlord.
Next to the supply depot, they're just cooling down by the supply depot fans.
Yeah,
Cool breeze. That Wraith coming in to do a little bit of pew action, taking care of those Lings, but that's...
and the drop's going in the main again.
Oh no! The Marine. I thought the Marine was going to go, but the Marine is the... I'm obsessed with that Marine. The drop is going to go in the back.
There's no spotting. The Overlords are going down, but there's no spot. There's two Firebats. He can just go into the drone line. Here's the stem. Where's the reaction? Zero, you gotta run, bro. You gotta run. Alright, he's going to save most of his drones. It looks like he avoids Calamity. But 1-2 Hydra is getting sniped off as well. The Spire is being targeted. No, it's not. He's not focus firing. He's going to take down a Hydra. He's not targeting anything. Alright, here we go. He's facing unupgraded Hydras right now, but there are a lot of them. If they focus fire, I think Zero will be okay. Yes, nice target firing on individual Marines. The medic's not healing properly, and Zero will be okay. One random Vulture at the back, not really doing too much. So that drop, not the most effective it could have been, but another drop is going out.
But you know what? That's mad stuff. Oh, look at that. Overlord clutch. Finding that dropship. Mad immediately gets angry, sends in the Wraith to deal with it. But yeah, you know what? That seems to be Mad's style. The first drop's not so good. It's
He's going to try and catch it, but he doesn't catch it.
Ooh, look at that. The dropship. Oh, actually pausing for thought right there in a very, very dangerous position, but it is going to make it all the way into the natural and drop behind the minerals. Look at that. The Marine's going straight in, but Zero is well on it. He's managed to save so many drones so far. That vulture finally coming into play as well. It looks like it's going to get taken down by a Hydra-lurker, unfortunately for him. But this drop doing much better, forcing the drone pull, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like he's actually going to run all the way up into the main. Ah, no, getting caught by these Hydras. He needs to pull back. He has the cover of one single medic, just managing to get there and heal some of his Marines in time to keep them alive. And this drop is creating serious disruption to Zero's economy. Even though most of the Marines have gone down, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem from here on in, but it's still quite a major disruption.
Yeah, it looks like finally the last Marine will fall. Whoa, what? Oh no, those are just drones going back to natural. I was like, whoa, why did he suddenly pull them all off the main? Okay, so it looks like Zero's actually handling these drops relatively well. Hasn't actually taken too much damage. I would go so far as to say that those have actually been bad for Mad. I mean, he's killed a good number of Hydras, but I don't know if it's done quite enough damage. I mean, the drone saturation is still fairly good, although for some reason there's a couple idle in the natural. That's a little bit weird. I don't know how that happened. In the meantime, it looks like Wraith's still trying to be annoying. He's got 3 Overlord kills so far. I assume those are all Overlords. Might be one Zergling. Or maybe
look at that. Another Overlord getting the perfect time to see the dropship going past.
But it's empty. Look, there's nothing in it. It's a fake. What's up with that?
But funnily enough, it looks like Zero actually isn't too bothered by it. He's moving a couple of Hydras back, and he's moving some Scourge over there to catch it as well. Looks like the Scourge are going to get it. Oh, but they get a little bit distracted. No, the dropship's going to get taken down by Zero.
Oh, but we have an engagement in the front. Only Hydras against Medic Marines and tanks. Not going to happen. Going to lose a couple of Hydras on the retreat. 3 Hydras go down. And in fact, Mad is just going to keep going across the bridge here. The Hydras try and catch him on the other side. And he does get a nice arc. He's going after the siege tanks. One tank falls. Is he going to get the other one? The other tank? It's going to be close. It does go down, but at the cost of a lot of Hydra-lisks.
Yeah, I don't know quite who that favored. I'm not sure if that really favored anyone. If I had to guess, I'd have to say that definitely favored Zero, because he can reproduce the units much more easily than Mad can. But Mad coming out with a decent number more Marines. He just needs to be a little bit off in his medic control this game. The medics tend to get a little bit left behind the rest of the force, and the Marines end up looking very, very undefended out the front there, because of course once they've used up one stim, they suddenly drop immediately a lot of HP at once, so they really need the medics there right on hand.
Another engagement here, Elegant. Looks like the Hydras are they going to back up? They're trying to split up, get a better angle. Here we go, he's coming in again. There's only one siege tank, and here we go. A lot of Hydras. The tank is going to fall after only a single shot. It's a lot of Hydras against a decent number of Marines, but look at this, the bio is just so cost efficient against the Hydras. The Hydras just can't get enough DPS going. Nice target firing though at the end by Zero does clean up the Marines. And Mad has just lost his entire force there. I don't know what he's going to do now. He's got a command center coming in, but how can he even hold his natural expansion?
Yeah, these funky tricks really haven't gone so well from this game. Oh, and look at this, Zero threatening to go right up the ramp. He doesn't, but he almost could have. Right there, there's only a few Marines.
Oh my god, that vessel! No! Okay. Whew.
It makes it. Good no, though. Very epic. I like it. That was worthy of Hollywood film.
Nice, thank you very much.
Very
it's gonna be the next Wilhelm scream. It's gonna start appearing in every single movie.
I love the Wilhelm scream. That's what it's called. Yeah, I always forget that. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, and we have a few Hydras sort of camping outside the natural expansion of Mad, but it looks like they're probably not. Oh, just as I say that, they kind of fancy their chances, but I don't think that would be particularly wise. Interestingly enough, Mad actually moving all these Marines to the back of his base and making a second engineering bay. This is curious.
He's doing what? Whoa, what's up with that?
I don't know.
Alright, that's interesting. I guess he figures these 2 tanks on the ledge can handle this Hydra force attacking his command center. Maybe he's trying to like intercept some mutas or something, trying to be a Gosu. But there's no mutas coming, there's just 2 expansions, which
there's not even inside mutas.
Yep.
There's a lair, but there's a spy, but that's about it. There's only going to be used Scourge so far. What is Mad going to do next? He does have an expansion on the way, but Zero is taking his opportunity and throws down 2 expansions. His one on the right-hand side is now coming up, and he's starting to saturate that with drones straight away, wasting no time whatsoever. And you can't help but feel that Zero is starting to get a pretty nice foothold in this game. Mad's tricks just really haven't worked so well so far this match, and he's going to have to pull something else out of his not inconsiderable hat.
Oh, lurkers are almost done. He might morph some lurkers and use the overlords to get vision over the back of the natural. Very, very annoying trick. And yeah, I was going to say, you know, it's really smart by Zero to actually double expand because he had the big Hydra force, but he can't really attack into a siege tank position. But it also means that Mad can't move out on the map because he's relying on the defensive power of the tanks. So this is a perfect opportunity to, you know, get that eco going. And looks like there's a scan in the main base as well. Does Mad realize what's going on? I don't know if he scanned the expansions, but even if he does, I don't know really what he can do about it. All he can maybe do is do some more drops or something. But he has to use that starport for science vessels, and he did lose that initial dropship, so not too much he can really do here. He does seem to really like getting these fast double E-bays. I think he did that against Modesty as well, so really has well upgraded Medic Marine, but just upgrades alone I don't think are going to be enough here. He has to do something about these expansions. Oh, and there's the lurkers in the back, Elegant.
Oh no, those 4 lurkers are going to make very, very light work of the SCV line if Mad doesn't notice in time, which I don't really see how he would. He puts the scan down, I'm not really quite sure where that went, but he's going to be completely in the dark about this. But he is flying a science facility bizarrely over the back just as those lurkers burrow down, so he should have some clue. That is an interesting science facility doing its thing. I wouldn't have expected to see that. That's just look bizarre when they're in the air. But those lurkers are going to have to unburrow. That's some confused lurkers right there. Irradiating one of them, that's going to burrow down. And they're going to go on the ramp and just cause a little bit of trouble to any units they got. Might be able to catch one siege tank. A little bit of a sneaky move right there from Zero. But, oh, all the lurkers popping at once. Really not able to do too much. Mad well on top of that little bit of pressure at least. And the contain outside his natural, to be honest, is not too strong at this point either. He could fairly easily see that clear with just a few siege tank volleys.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to contain Terran when they actually have siege tanks. All it really does is delay them a little bit, which is good. I mean, that's fine. That's what you want as a Zerg anyway. Mad really would have liked to be out on the map roaming about by now, and in fact he does have a significant army. He does have his first science vessel as well, rather his second science vessel, so I'm a little bit surprised that he hasn't started to move out. He really should actually, because, you know, Zero, if he's just allowed to do whatever he wants like this, it's just not going to go well. But he's got to be careful leading with these tanks though. A group of Hydras out here could easily snipe him down, but luckily for him there are no Hydras. This is just a really risky move though, I think, allowing these siege tanks to go unsupported. He's now bringing up some Marines, but Mad really needs to make a move on. Fortunately for him, Zero didn't actually rush for Hive. Zero is going mass Hydra-lurker with triple Evo upgrades. This actually reminds me a lot of LRM Pike, who loves to do this kind of triple upgrade style with a lot of tier 1 units. But yeah, Zero doing some serious Hydra-lurk here, and I love it. I love seeing Hydra-lurk. It is so cool.
It's really awesome. Whether it works or whether it doesn't, you get lots and lots of death and carnage on one side, or possibly even both. And Mad is just he's got no choice. He's got to continue to try and push forward and make some headway, because Zero is going to get way ahead of him quite soon. He's not doing too amazingly on economy yet, but he's getting there. He's got 2 more bases in the works.
Irradiated Overlord in the back. Lol.
Oh, that's just fun. That's a little bit weird. Radiated Overlord pops, but that is a lot of Hydra. Actually, it's not that many. It's a lot of lurkers. If they get down, then that could be really scary. But with a good Marine spread, it shouldn't be too much of a worry. Oh, one lurker getting a little bit left behind there.
We got a lurker in the back. Nope, never mind. It's dead. Yeah, the only good thing for Mad right now is that Zero didn't have time to saturate those new bases, so he's really only mining on the initial 3, and even his third base doesn't have that many drones at it, but a lot more Hydras coming in down now, and actually the Marine force is a little bit caught out here. Oh my god, Mad's forces is trapped. He has to run up the ramp here. His small attacking force here has been completely cut off from the rest of the army. Fortunately, he's managed to find a decent spot to just camp out, and he's getting a couple of nice irradiates on the army, actually getting a Hydra instead of a lurker there, though that wasn't ideal, but he's going to make a bit of a nuisance of the small Marine force, but he has to be careful. He's got a good number of siege tanks, so that's exactly what you want against Hydra-lurk. As many siege tanks as possible, basically. Because actually, supported by the lurkers, the Hydra-lurk is actually really strong against just bio, even SK Terran style. With the vessels, you can just have so many units. You really need those siege tanks to support.
Yeah, very, very much. Unfortunately, there's a decent core of siege tanks. 5 siege tanks is not to be dashed straight into at the very least, and we have only 1 left behind. So it looks like Mad's really going to probably go for this. Not want to leave more in defense than he needs to. Getting a little bit caught by a sort of weird relic of a lurker right there. He's going to go full overkill on that and siege up all his tanks to deal with it. That's some serious firepower right there. But Zero is massing a huge number of Hydra-lurk in the middle of his side of the map, and plenty of Lings in there to support as well and soak up plenty of fire on the way in. Still no sign of Hive Tech I don't even see a Queen's Nest. He's just going really heavy on these mid-game units, and this is a super crazy style. And here we go. Here is the big unit movement, but he's going to actually get a really good surround as Mad crosses this bridge. Mad needs to pull back with his Marines, and he needs to defend those siege tanks come what may. He is pulling back a decent number of Marines, and he does see the force on its way in. He needs to defend those siege tanks, but I think this is going to be far too much for him to deal with. This is going to be absolutely horrible. Zero is going to be able to burrow all these lurkers down in the best possible position, and he's going to demolish these siege tanks right now. The Marines are nowhere to be seen. Oh, God, absolute destruction right there.
Wow.
And that is the brute force power of mass Hydra-lurk when it really works.
Yeah, that shows you the different style between this kind of Zerg ZVT compared to the fast Hive. You know, when you rush for Hive, you're all super defensive mode, you're like holding on with Dark Storms and stuff. When you go Hydra-lurk, man, you just have a big-ass army in the mid-game and you just kill the Terran. This is why I love this style. No pansying around with Defilers or anything. You just make enough units to just crush the Terran in the middle. I mean, Matt had like 5 or 6 siege tanks there, and he still got wiped out. And that is just awesome to watch. And now he's trying to float over this 3rd command center. No chance he's going to be able to defend that. Although he does have a decent amount of reinforcements, he has at least been keeping up on the macro. And these lurkers are actually not on burrowing and repositioning. You got to be a little bit careful. But the command center is taking a lot of fire. He needs to repair that. This command center could go down. Oh my God, the command center is going to fall. The command center falls.
The command center completely senselessly going down right there to a small group of Hydras. It doesn't even matter if those Hydras die. There's 20 more to replace it where they came from. They are going to probably die on their way out, but they might be able to take a science vessel with them on the way. No, the science vessel sensibly pulling back into a safe position, and Mad is just trying to get some presence back again. He's got another decent cloud of units to his credit, but how could this engagement go any differently from the last one? I don't really see it going any better.
Anymore. He has no tanks.
Doesn't have any, exactly. I mean, they didn't seem to do much last time, but they must do something.
They can't be that bad. I mean, I always lose the tanks and I'm Protoss.
Yeah, and here we go. We have a very, very bad engagement position from Zero. He should definitely not be doing that. Trying to run across the bridges, loses a good number of his units as he goes back and retreats straight away. Very, very poor decision to try and cross the bridge right there from Zero. And Mad, you know, finds himself in a fairly decent position out there in the middle of the map. He can cover the bridges and hopefully get some kind of expansion possibilities back on the road, but it's really unfortunate losing that command center.
Mad is mined out in his main. He's only mining his natural now. I mean,
yeah, it looks like
he's on one base, and he's got to make something happen with this attack because he can't really afford to replenish anymore. And here we go. He's getting an okay position, but here comes the Zerg army. Is it going to be enough? A lot of the Marines are caught in the back. They're not doing it. The siege tanks caught in the front. Not able to stay alive. Although one siege tank is enough. There's a lot of lurkers, though. Isn't going to be enough for Mad. It's going to be very close. More Zerg units are flooding in here. The Marines are getting slaughtered by the lurkers, though. And it looks like Zero is maybe going to take it. No. God, just running into the lurker fire. Mad loses the vast majority of his army. It looks like random reinforcements coming in, but these lurkers, 14 kills, 11 kills. These lurkers have really made a name for themselves against the Bio army, and it looks like we got some random Hydras now that we're at the bottom right. They were not killed off, so they're coming in, but it looks like Matt is going to start doing some damage here to his base. He's got so little forces left that the reinforcing Hydras are just going to pick him off.
Yeah, it's really not going to be enough left to do any kind of damage to that base. He manages to take out a couple of drones, gets a few Hydras on his way back. In small numbers, the Marine Medic Army seems to be really cost efficient, but in large numbers, that Hydra-lurk is just so ridiculously effective. We saw so many Marine and Medic pop at once right there. It's just untrue. And Matt found himself in a bit of a questionable position in that battle right from the beginning anyway, and it really wasn't going to go well. And look at that, Zero is now advancing thoroughly onto Mad's side of the map. He's getting way out of his own territory and into that of the Terran, but there's really nothing that the Terran player can do to prevent that from happening. He needs to try and find a decent position for the next engagement, if there is any such thing, when you're facing down against such a vastly superior.
Nice irradiate in the middle, going to splash a lot of the units. Meanwhile, also going to try and lure some Hydras in. Look at these lings just popping the lurkers. They're going to burrow so they don't splash their buddies anymore. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Zero is just getting a million hatcheries right now. You know, he's got his Ultra Cavern as well. He's getting the Ultra upgrades. And here he goes, going for another attack here. Not going to let up on the pressure. The Hydra link going in. Where are the lurkers? Not that many lurkers this time. They're getting irradiated. So maybe Matt can hold on against this mainly Hydra force here. Mass Hydra is not that effective. You need the lurker support. And yeah, we can see Matt is able to hold on this time with a relatively small force. Although Zero just able to reproduce so much. I mean, just look at the minimap. He's got so many bases, so much production. It's just impossible for Mad to keep up. Mad now floating out a third command center. Again, he desperately needs this. His natural is getting thin. His main has been mined out for a while now. Really needs that additional income.
Yeah, he badly needs it. And now we have Ultra Sat on the field as well. Well, how are their upgrades? He only has the +2 armor upgrade, but those Ultras are going to be able to tank so much damage. And look, that is the whole army from Mad right now. That is just sad. There's more medics than anything else in there. And medics can only do so much. Science vessels going down, tanks going down, Marines dying left, right, and center. This has to really do it for Zero.
GG! Zero takes game number 1. Mad trying the same build he did against Modesty, and this time it was completely different.
Yeah.
Wow.
Couldn't have been more different. Modesty made it look like there was no way to beat it, whereas Zero just looked well on top of things. From the first drop, it looked like Mad was going to be kind of all over it, but Zero was just so quick with the drone pool, and it didn't really do anything, and that was a real kind of telling moment in the game, where it started going in Zero's favor from a very, very early point indeed.
Matt even got the first Overlord. He got the first Overlord, remember?
I know,
was
right?
Like, wow, there's no way he can lose now. But I guess not. So,
Yeah.
wow. All right. Man, I'm excited to see the rest of the series. Hopefully we get 2 games here. It is a best of 3. So I want Mad now. Really want Mad to win the next game so we can see 3 games. And we're going to have to take a quick break, though, first. But we'll be back for game number 2.
Be right back.